Right, apologies about that. I don't know what's happened to my OBS and that decided to have a bit of a moment. But we are back, ladies and gentlemen. And luckily with YouTube and with me being on OBS, there's no separate stream. So let us know if you can hear us fine. I think we are all good. But yes, we do apologise about the technical difficulties. But we'll go through your order then. So, MCR, your race leader. There was a safety car, so there's a mixture of strategies. 3 drivers have opted to stay out, which is Chill, Major and Harry F. So we've got MCR on the mediums, Nantram on the softs, Mick on the mediums, Matty on the mediums, YYY on the softs, Chris on the mediums, Marty on the softs, and I won't go too much detail about tyres now because the safety car is in this lap. Now we expect the ones on the softs to be like quick for the first couple of laps, but then they'll start to die after that. So watch out for Mick and Matty because they're your race, well, MCR as well. Those 3 are the ones to watch on those medium tyres. We'll see how the ones on the mediums lower down the grid can do, as well as the soft tyre runners. But Liam, I'll let you take it away.
Yep, most certainly. Let's get ready then with 8 and a bit laps to go. MCR's bolted nice and early, and away we go then. Straight away then, back for the British Grand Prix. Last 8 and a bit laps then. Here today, MCR then for Naramsam. Then comes Mick then. Behind them as well, we got the likes of Matty, but the first opportunity, what can Naramsam do? As he heads down then into the first couple of corners, he needs to bide his time. He knows he's got a bit of time as well. Behind us, a few cars squabble. Up the inside comes YHYY, then on those set of soft tyres, and already Jess, they're on the attack, they're on the charge. This could get very messy very quickly though.
Yes, it can, and to be honest, a lot of people want to gain positions when safety cars happen. I've had that happen to me loads of times, and I ended up spinning as well. I always get bad luck during safety cars in Eloise for some reason, especially if it's near the end. So, YHYY did get past Matty up to P4 right now on the circuit. So there we go, on those soft tyres. He's got to pull away though, because otherwise the advantage he will have going towards the end of this race will cease to exist, unfortunately. So, hopefully, he can pull away from the medium runners. Harry F, picking himself a 3-second time penalty. Nantram, he's going to have no DRS until lap 21, because that's when the DRS will be reactivated for the Haas driver. But we'll see, he's got the straight line speed, he's not going to overtake yet. He's going to save a bit of DRS because if you use too much early on, you're going to run out towards the end. Ryan B in the Mercedes has got another time penalty. His race gone from bad to worse as Cam's been passed by Major. He's going to go up the left-hand side. He's keeping it calm. There's not much space, to be fair, but he's doing all he can. He's being a bit patient. We've got Jasper to the left. We've got all that. Is that Ghost? That is Ghost. Yellow flag. That is Slayer. Slayer has binned it. Final corner as race has gone from bad to worse. We'll come up the left-hand side. We've got Marty as well. Let's watch Marty and the background as they're going side by side with Chris into the Wellington straight. Then we'll watch Chris as he's got the straight line speed up to almost 200 miles an hour heading towards Brooklands. Can't get past. There's just people that are annoyed that they can't get past, but they're just doing all they can at the moment. We're on lap 20 of 26. The MCR is still holding on to the lead for now, and Mick getting frustrated that he can't get past Naran either, but he's being patient. He thinks to himself, right, I know now Tram's tire is going to die towards the end of the race, then I could catch up to him and then catch up to MCR. And don't forget, MCR does have that time penalty, so Mick, well, isn't it race cleared, so he doesn't have to push too much. Even YYY's tyre is starting to die early on as well, so. And don't forget, there are people running different tyre pressures. You don't really want to be running any at all around this circuit. If you run any, then you're in a bit of trouble. So that's probably what YYY is doing at the moment. So lessons learnt, YYY. Don't run many tyre pressures. As I think, is he going to get past Major? No, he does not. Major gets ahead of him. Cam was ahead of him for a little bit, but not quite by much, as DRS is now activated. So we will see if Nantram could get the move past MCR, as we've got quite a few detection points. This is one of them. So Nantram He's got to do it, doesn't he? Otherwise, his advantage he will have by being on the soft tyres.
This is the opportunity,
Come to the end. This is the opportunity. Here he comes to the left then, into Brooklyn. Is he going to go to a sweeping left-hander into the lead of this race? And the answer to that question is yes. Landtram is a race leader for now, but not your net race leader due to penalties then. As yellow flag, that is Slater once again then, as the clouds are starting to go away. It's starting to get a little bit more clear here in Silverstone, and Mick could do all he can to get past MTR now.
Yeah, let's see what he can do, of course, and MCR, he could still come back into this low. He's not too far behind. Remember, those soft tyres only last about 5-6 laps, so if MCR is clever about this one, he can burn his ERS. He could try and slingshot straight back through then. He's going to have to do it now. If he's got opportunity, he's going to have to take the lunge. Thinks better of it. Loses a lot of time for doing it because he backed out of it. And all of a sudden, behind him, there comes Mick. In terms of those penalties, by the way, 5 and 6 seconds. So MCR really wants to get ahead of these guys and then hope that in the Ramsam battles. And the Ramsam's hoping to try and pull a 6-second gap on Mick. That's what he's looking for right now. Mick so far. Marty fast lap of this race as well. We got a load of cars. Jasper fast lap of this race. Remember, he's on the mediums, which is interesting to see. He's behind Chill, of course, as well. Chill, they're up in 8th position just ahead then. So Chill got himself back into the points, but the two that led earlier on of Jasper and Cam found themselves in 9th and 12th respectively. That's not worked for either of them compared to what they were potentially looking at for sets of softs. But yellow flagged lad is Slayer retired from this race, making that the 4th retirement.
Matty's got past YY, and maybe a bit of space. Yeah, he does get past him. Nice move from the Mercedes driver. But look at Chris. He's right on the back of this as well. Can he be brave and get a move into Cops? He's going to think about it, but he's not going to, I don't think, because he hasn't got his overtake button on. No, he's not. So, oh, he may go for a move here, actually. As YY go wide a little bit, heading towards Maggots now, then heading towards Beckett. He's got it done. Chris has got it done, and I have to say that is how you make a move into Cop's corner, my friend. Well done, Chris. He's up to 6th. He's got the pace to try and get past Matty potentially as well. Could he get past the car and in towards Stowe? No, Matty closed the door, but I have to say, Chris still in a shot of winning as well. His pace, I have to say, is really good right now.
Yeah, it certainly is. Meanwhile, Mick still on course for a victory then here at Silverstone. Marty, though, is looking ominous. In the background, the Aston Martin that took pole position earlier on suddenly finds himself in position on those set of soft tyres to win then in the British Grand Prix. He's looking for it on the inside line. That's not going to work, my friend. That was too late in this contact. Mick couldn't see him coming. Marty, and I said this before, they should be a bit more circumspect about trying to pass each other. And Marty just lunged for it. Thought it was nowhere near opportunity to get up the inside. There was no right for Mick to give him room there because he'd already started to turn. There was contact. Round he went slightly, but he hasn't lost too much time. He can still come into this one, Will Marty, but Mick got away with that one there because that could have been both of them sent around.
Yeah, that could have been awful. That could have been him out of the race. So thank goodness he's still in this race, but his advantage is long gone right now. Matt Tibos has spun again. Well, I'm not surprised, to be honest, Evil, that he's done that. But here comes Mick then. He's got the pace on MCR. MCR was weaving a little bit. And look at that. Mick is on the attack. He wants to win this race, he says. And to do that, he wants to get past MCR on track. And he does that quite comfortably. He's looking like he's the favourite so far on those mediums. He is the one with the most durable tyre out of the lot. And he's now going to chase down, as long as he can stay within touching distance of Nansram, then he's got this one in the bag. And Marty, he's still keeping in touch with his teammates, so you'll still finish in P2 if he does that. So that'll be good, but there may be penalties be given by the stewards. We'll have to wait and see. The stewards were quite busy in Division 3 last week. There's Jasper on the back of YY now. So I wonder, Liam, are these soft tyres starting to give up a little bit?
Yeah, they certainly might be doing that.
Oh, God, Jasper. Sorry.
It's Jasper. Gets himself there around the outside, trying to go around right HYY, then out of left field, down into Woodcote corner. Burns the ARS then. They get very close of touching. Is he going to think about a move up the inside then? Goes into the toe. Can't quite do it. Both of them are burning ERS. Whitehead stays ahead, but not for long on the exit because here comes Jasper on the right-hand side. And let's see then, is there going to be a bit of contact? He's going to have to back out his Whitehead. He does do so. Loses the rear end as here comes Chill to try and snatch another position out of this race. Then up to now, potentially at least 8th position. As the Ramsam there overtaken. Mick leads this race then. Here in Silvers and the Dutchman. Oh, off goes the Ramsam. Tyre, let's go. Through Stowe he goes, 360 degrees. Does he keep the engine running? Yes, he does. But it was a mistake there from the Ramsam. The other Dutchman then centering himself around, but it is Ferrari leading then on in Great Britain. And they're going to try and take another victory to extend what has been Britain's glory for Ferrari. Aston Martin 2nd and 3rd so far. Then comes, of course, the McLaren team then in 4th. Then comes the Mercedes. Then comes the car of the Ramsam. Jasper in 7th, still trying to get up 1 or 2 more positions. He can still get a top 5 out of this one. He still can get a podium out of this one, counting all the penalties we've got so far. But Martin, how much size he's got, how much more pace he got. He's got 1 and a bit laps to go. He's a second, 1.7 seconds out. So on this, of course, Mick picked up a penalty. Martin will not win the British Grand Prix then. When it's Ferrari, pretty respectfully and beautifully here in Silverton, the Scarlet Ferrari comes, and the Scarlet Ferrari most certainly looks like it is going to conquer.
Yes, it is. At this moment in time, 1.5 seconds is the gap at the moment. Quite comfortable. Another yellow flag. That is Matt Tibbles again as Jasper gets past Nantram then, up to 6th place. As you can see, Jasper was harvesting. He is harvesting now, actually. So he is charging the battery. And as I was saying last week, anything below 10% and you're in a bit of trouble in terms of power. So Jasper is going to have it all to do if he wants to get past Matty, even though Matty's got a penalty. So Jasper still could be on for a good result. If you got no penalties, by the way, you should be on for a great result. As Ryan B has got one. Nantram's got one. I shouldn't talk about penalties because suddenly more people start to get time penalties. But soonly we've got to pick our drivers of the day. We've got to pick 3 of them. But we will pick them in at the minute because we've still got quite a bit of this race still to go. As MCR still catching up to his teammate. Jasper still on the back of Matty. There might be some brave moves on the last set. So there's still quite a bit of train going on in the background, so anything can happen. As thank goodness we're the ones that don't have to do the maths around here. Is Jasper, could he get the move through Corpse quietly? No, he does not. He's the one that's closest to going for the race victory. As we've got Mick who's going through into Chapel then, heading towards the Hangar Straight. Oh God, as Jasper's made big contact with Matty there. That was close, but Mick has got a few more corners to go. He goes through Stowe, and this is looking very good for him. He finished 2nd last week, and it looks like he's going to get the dub this week, Liam.
Yeah, through he comes then, into the Vale chicane, then through into Club. The last corner then, the British Crown rise then, as the Ferrari takes the checkered flag then and wins the British Grand Prix. Marty across the line in 2nd. Chris then, the McLaren team, it's a English 2-3 podium then for the British team then. Then comes Jasper in 4th. Chill then, the Englishman, going up to 5th at the end. MCR down to 6th. Cam up to 7th. YH from Ghost. Ramsam Matty. Harry Maverick has got a puncture across the line. We are waiting for Ryan B and then Matt Tibos at the back of the field to finish this race. As well, through the last couple of corners then comes the last 2 cars then. Ryan B comes through the club chicane, then right, then left, and then right and right again. Then he'll cross the line in 15th. And we are just waiting, of course, for the... Matt Ryan gets the fast lap of the race on the final lap as well. Fair enough. Through comes Matt Tibbles. I don't think he's going for the fast lap of this race. His car looks horrible. And across the line... Well, talking of being horrible, he spun it. And across the line backwards as well.
There we go. So, We finished quite early tonight, Liam. That just shows the British Grand Prix is not that long in terms of length, and Mick gets driver of the day. So we will pick our drivers of the day in just a minute. We will at least speak to our race winner in just a moment. So and we'll speak to at least two as well. So 2 of our podium drivers as well, but we'll go for our driver of the day first. So here's your race results then. Mick is your race winner, Marty in second, Chris third, Jasper fourth, Chill fifth, MCR sixth, Cam seventh, Y12Y eighth, Ghost Knight, Nansram in tenth. We got Matty, Harry F, Maverick, Major, Ryan B, and Matt Tibos are your finishers, and your retirements are Slayer, Ryan Belshaw, Jelly, and Abode. So we got to pick 3 drivers of the days. Liam, who's your first one?
I'm going to give it a Chill then, the Englishman. 5th position, good recovery from earlier on. As well, dropped it, came back through the field and got that 5th right at the end thereafter. A few people picked up penalties. A very solid drive from the British driver.
Yeah, so Chill gets 1. I'm going to give mine to Mick because he didn't start on pole. He started in 8th position, timed the strategy to perfection, and no matter what strategy he would have gone on today, he would have won anyway. So, good job to him. So, Mick gets my driver of the day, and, well, we got to pick a third. I'm torn, actually. Chris has had some good pace.
Jasper potentially as well. He's had a very decent outing today.
Yeah, well, it's very tough between Chris and Jasper, but you know what? Chris had good pace. Hardly any mistakes. He made some great moves. I didn't pick 2 driver of the days last weekend, so I'm going to pick 2 this week. So I'm going to give mine to Chris because of the great moves he's made throughout the race and the great battles as well. So our drivers of the days are going to Chill, Chris, and our race winner Mick. And talking of Mick, whilst I get my stuff sorted for my race, I'll let Mr. Evil Dragon talk to our race winner. So he's waiting in the interview box and I will drag him in.
Yep, as I just coughed myself as I had a throat full of disease. But yeah, of course, to our race winner, of course, Mr. Man of Mr. Micklin, the Dutchman, wins then it. Ferrari wins the British Grand Prix. A topsy-turvy Grand Prix, a lot of carnage, a lot of drama. How did you find it out there?
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I kind of avoided it. I didn't really see a lot of carnage, except for I think lap 1 it was, and then turn 3, I think, where I had to avoid a few cars. But apart from that, I didn't really see many of crashes and things.
Yeah, strategy looked very decent from you as well. Of course, safety car. How much did that help you reckon?
Yeah, safety car was not at the right moment. I was thinking about it, of doing the hard soft strategy and waiting for a safety car, and then maybe then I'd pit. But my teammate said just go for hard medium, and then I went for the mediums, and then the safety car came. But it eventually worked out, so I don't really mind.
Indeed. Well, we'll go and drag in 2nd position, I believe. Is it 2nd? I think it's 2nd position.
Yeah, it is 2nd.
Other comrade as well. Let's go and drag in Marty as well. And Marty, a podium for you. You had a good shot at the last couple of laps at potentially winning the race. You did end up coming a bit of contact at the last couple of laps with Mick, but no harm done there. How do you find it out there? If Marty can hear us, probably should have said that. Marty?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. How did you find it out there?
I just threw away a win. It was, if I didn't get that drive-through, it was an easy win.
Yeah, indeed. Drive-through penalty, of course. Wasn't it under virtual safety car, wasn't it?
Yeah. I got greedy and I didn't expect at all to get back in the podium. I wanted to be I wanted to get some decent points, but I didn't expect a podium at least. And yeah, if Mick didn't turn on me, I'm sure I would have gotten. And then the Haskar, I don't know who was driving, spun, then I would have been ahead. But still, it's a decent result and some good points.
Jess, have you got any questions?
Well, you are starting to find a bit of form, Marty. A big congratulations to you for your podium. So, in just under 7 days' time, we head to France, another sprint race format. Now, I don't think you did too well in the last sprint race. I can't remember which one it was. Was it? I can't remember what the last sprint race was. But how are you going to turn it around for next week and show that you can continue your form as of late, your good form?
For France, probably, I don't know. I'll expect a podium, but I'm not sure. Other drivers might surprise us. I don't know, but for sure, another good points. I expect.
That is my question, Liam.
Yeah, as indeed, I think you can probably round it up in a second because I see our other driver is disappeared off the podium interviews.
Yeah, he's not available. He can't. He's not able to talk to us, unfortunately. But I have to say, Chris did very, very well. But congratulations to our podium sitters. Thank you to all the drivers who have watched who took part in today's race. Thank you to all of you that was watching today's stream. We really do appreciate it, whether you're watching it live or post-event. And also, thank you to my co-commentary partner as well, Mr. Evil Dragon, for joining me as per always. And it should be a fun sprint race format next week at the circuit, the Castellet at the Circuit Paul Ricard for the French Grand Prix. And I think we need to start giving good luck to Alpine because we seem to curse them a bit more. But there we go. But anyway, we will leave you to it because Division 2 and Division 5 is about to, it's starting in 20 minutes' time at the same circuit, Silverstone. And whereas we got someone making his Wii Racing debut, Mr. Evil Dragon. Before we go, how are you feeling? There you go. So make sure you go and cheer Liam on as well for his first LOE race. I'm racing as well, but give all the support for Liam because it's his first race. But anyway, we're going to go, but we're going to leave this stream with a screenshot of the Queen for about a minute as tribute to the death of her late Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II. But until next week, I've been Jessica Bull, and Liam New's been Evil Dragon. We will see you soon, and make sure you check out Division 2 and Division 4 at 8:10 in just under 20 minutes' time. Until then, goodbye.